Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Colts going up against the Raiders. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it was 1 year ago today on Christmas Eve. These fans thought they'd seen the final Raiders home game in Oakland. They got a reprieve, but that day might be here again. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. First carry for Latavius Murray. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlight at wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
That was second down run for Murray, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
We ready?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's Luck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
First carry for the rookie free agent, Josh Ferguson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Ferguson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Robert Mathis was an undersized defensive end who transitioned to outside linebacker. No matter where he plays, he's fast.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Shotgun now for Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Murray. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked by T.J. Green, the rookie safety. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Block on 3rd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Love. Caught left side by Hilton. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
On first down, Ferguson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the I. They go play action here on first down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that's going to be incomplete. It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. One receiver left is Hilton. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Luck finding time. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
On 1st down, Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man is Mario Alford. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Luck turns and gives to Ferguson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
It's an end around. Hilton. And some space here. Cutback left sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there out of the running game. 39 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the red zone now, Locke. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
All right, here we go. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And he's able to put it through. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st, again, they go with Ferguson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Heaney not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long, it's Luck. He's got pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dan Williams, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. They'll try and run down here with Ferguson. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. This is Ferguson. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try with Ferguson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Henry Anderson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Carr out of throw. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's complete to Walford. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these 2, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that 2nd-year jump out of Walford.
We ready? Hey, we're going to rally. All right, here we go. 7, 18. Baby, alert, alert.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And his throw here's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Dante Moncrief now here on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Luck on 1st down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One receiver left is Hilton. On 1st down, it's Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
And on 2nd and 10 now. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. 3rd and long. It's Locke. And he's got Moncrief. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Luck hands it to Ferguson. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he's brought down after a good gain. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Another carry for the rookie Ferguson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Ferguson. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll try the air now with Luck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing is Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they'll get 17 yards there. Good enough for an Oakland first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Murray the lone setback. Carr now to throw. Surveying the field. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
To throw his Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that's complete to Walford. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And
this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Design run for their wideout. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Off of play action, Luck. Backing up. He's going to rifle one deep. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time. That'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
We ready?
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So on fourth down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A second down carry for Ferguson. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The play clock's running down. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by first-rounder Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
He's got a man. Complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Crabtree, 92 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The return now by Alford. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And getting a look at the Wildcat here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing is Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Love. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Second down following the run. And the D looking like they may blitz. They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe. And this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold. And that one was dead center.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The return now by Alford. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. One receiver left is Hilton. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Another pistol look here. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Carr going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And some room to maneuver. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They come up in an offset eye. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Third down and 4. Now it's Luck. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Ferguson, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. Third down here.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there, come out the back.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.